Good morning, graduates, family and friends, and esteemed faculty and staff of Columbia College. Before I lead us in invocation, I invite us to hear the word of God through the prophet Micah, and to give these words careful consideration as you leave these halls of learning and move on to the next stage of your life journey. The Lord has told you, human, what is good. He has told you what he wants from you, to do what is right to other people, love being kind to others, and live humbly, obeying your God. Let us pray to the Lord. Ever-present God, this morning we marvel at the fact that you invite us to know you and indeed to walk with you all the days of our lives. I'm grateful this morning that you, as the Good Shepherd, lead us through all that life throws our way. Gracious God, this morning we celebrate the accomplishments of those who are about to receive their diplomas, of those who begin new chapters in their lives. We ask, as you instruct your people, that the Lord will bless and keep each of these graduates. We ask that you would make your face to shine upon them and be gracious to them. We ask that you would turn your face toward each one and give them peace. Peace not only after these years of study, but more importantly, peace for the journey that is before them as they apply their learnings to their chosen vocations. I pray that that learning will turn into wisdom as they do what is right to other people, as they love being kind to others, and most importantly, as they live in humble obedience before you. Compassionate God, there are those who have passed through Columbia College without a struggle, savoring every moment. We are mindful that there are others who have struggled and arrived here today, battered and bruised. I pray for each of these that you will make them each mindful of what they have accomplished. Let success mend esteem, self-esteem, and give perspective to achievement. Heavenly Father, bless as well those who have supported these graduates in their work, in the classroom, at home, and on the way. Professors who have given themselves in ways that will only be understood with the passage of time. Families who have sacrificed much. Friends who have learned from them and taught them as only peers can. And so, Lord, we come to this moment with gratitude, with much excitement, and ask that even as we celebrate this special moment together and anticipate the transition to come, may we always do what is right to other people, love being kind to others, and live humbly before you. Hear our prayer. We pray this in the name of Jesus Christ, your Son. Amen.
And on behalf of the board, we bring greetings and congratulations to our graduates. As you prepare to leave your wonderful Columbia College home, remember the experiences that pushed you to reach beyond the boundaries and changed a part of who you are forever. It's those experiences that have proven that you are courageous, committed, confident, and competent to succeed in any career field you pursue. And also, importantly, you are a leader who chooses to exercise the power of education in a way that not only fulfills social responsibilities, but also embraces opportunities to create positive change in yourselves and the world around you. As life unveils new and exciting endeavors, please stay connected to your great alma mater and all those you now call family. Come back for visits and reunions. Share with us your milestones. We want to know the incredible ways that you are shaping the communities you will be calling home, where you will live and work and play.
Good morning, graduates, class of 2016. And I quote, "No one can be you as well as you can be you. Never submerge what is uniquely you. It is a competitive disadvantage if you are not authentic. Your authenticity is at the heart of your power." These powerful words emanate from the pages of the book Expect to Win by Carla Harris. One of the messages I loved most while reading her book was the exploration of finding your voice. Speaking up and speaking out, not allowing the words of others to define you. Ms. Carla Harris has a unique ability to quantify how you can expect and achieve success as ever you define it. She is a true gem and an inspiration. I am so thankful that she shared her time and her pearls of wisdom with our Columbia College community over the past few years. Ms. Harris is a leader, book author, and recording artist. She is the Vice Chair of Wealth Management and Managing Director and Senior Client Advisor at Morgan Stanley in New York, and the only woman Vice Chair. She has extensive experience in the fields of technology, media, retail, telecommunications, and so many more. In August 2013, Ms. Harris was appointed by President Barack Obama to chair the National Women's Business Council. Oh yes. For more than a decade, Ms. Harris has executed major transactions for Morgan Stanley, like the initial public offerings of UPS and a $3.2 billion transaction for Immunex Corporation, which was one of the largest biotechnology stock transactions in U.S. history. Ms. Harris was recently named to Fortune magazine's list of the 50 most powerful Black executives in corporate America, and has also been named to the list of U.S. Bankers' top 25 most powerful women in finance, Black Enterprise's top 75 most powerful women in business, and Essence magazine's list of the 50 women who are shaping the world. Prior to joining Morgan Stanley, Ms. Harris earned an MBA from Harvard Business School and an AD in economics from Harvard University, magna cum laude. We haven't even gotten to her yet, I know. In addition to her many career achievements, she is actively involved in her community and heartily believes that we are blessed so that we can be a blessing to someone else. She is the immediate past chair of the board of Morgan Stanley Foundation and serves on numerous boards of nonprofit organizations. Ms. Harris has a passion for helping young people starting their careers, and I observed that when she was on our campus in the fall of 2014. After speaking for an hour with our students, she took extra time to meet with them individually to give them advice about their career aspirations before attending a luncheon where she again was the keynote speaker here on campus. Carla Harris is a woman of faith and belief in God, and she is a gospel singer. She released her third gospel CD, Unceasing Praise, in 2011. Her second CD, entitled Joy is Waiting, was featured on BET Nightly News. And her first CD, Carla's First Christmas, was a bestseller in New York and featured on the CBS Evening News. And she recently sang for Pope Francis a solo at Carnegie Hall. In addition to her highly acclaimed book, Expect to Win, Ms. Harris is the author of a newly released book, Strategize to Win, which I'm going to start tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Columbia College's 2016 commencement speaker to the podium, Ms. Carla Harris.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you very much for that introduction, President Dinndorf. Good morning to the provosts, to the deans, to the trustees, the esteemed professors, staff, parents, family, and invited guests, but most importantly, good morning to the class of 2016. It is sincerely an honor and a pleasure to be here this morning to deliver this commencement address. It is also quite special to speak at an institution whose mission is to provide students with educational opportunities that develop their capacity for critical thought and expression, lifelong learning, acceptance of personal responsibility, commitment to service and social justice, while also providing a critical offering for developing outstanding leadership capabilities. It is an honor to share the same stage with your professors who have invested their intellect and their experiential background with you, the leaders of tomorrow, so that you might have the integrity and intellect to be exceptional leaders, to make substantial contributions to society and encompass a global perspective. For indeed, this is an institution that understands that change is inevitable and growth is good, as it focuses on this kind of transformational learning. Graduates, I could not be more excited for you today. You are graduating at an amazing time. If you are buying into all the media and political hype, you may not be feeling that this is an amazing time. In fact, you may be saying that it is not a great time. And you might even say that it is downright a chaotic time. And while I might agree with you that it is chaotic, I would, however, argue strenuously that that is precisely why I call it amazing. You must remember that chaos breeds opportunity. This is exactly the time that you can markedly accelerate your aspirations to inspire, to produce, to achieve, and excel. For you see, it is exactly in these types of environments that we, especially as women, and I got your man, don't worry, but this is especially when we get our shot. Just look at the examples of great women like Anne Mulcahy, who turned around Xerox and then gave that legacy to Ursula Burns, who has taken the company to new competitive heights. And look to Meg Whitman, who has been chosen to lead a technology icon like Hewlett-Packard to restore its competitiveness in this technology world. Look to the history of women like Ann Richards, former governor of Texas, who took that state to a new standing under her leadership after a competitive crisis. And Shirley Chisholm, who dared to make a run for the presidency during an explosive time that created the vision and the possibility that a woman could one day credibly run for the leader of this great land. It is during these type of chaotic environments when the challenges that exist demand what you can uniquely bring to the table as leaders. It is these types of environments when the old ways of doing things will no longer do. Every industry, whether corporate, philanthropic, government, medical, religious, or academic, is looking for a new way of doing things. The rate of technological change is like we have never seen it before in history, and it necessitates a new every couple of years, which means as bright, eager, thoughtful, innovative leaders, you will have an opportunity to put your imprimatur on this world far faster than the generations that have come before you. This is exactly the type of environment that plays to your strengths and your profile as a newly minted leader. You have been trained by this venerable institution to change, to innovate, to lead. Graduates, as I sat in your seat over 30 years ago, as an undergraduate student receiving her AP in economics from Harvard University, I had no idea of the journey that lay ahead of me. But in June of 1984, I knew at least three things. Number one, I was proud of myself for completing an undergraduate degree with honors. No easy feat, so do not take it lightly, ladies and gentlemen. It is a big deal. Own your accomplishment today. Revel in it. It will forever be a source of your power. Number two, I knew that I was smart. And number three, I knew that I was an incredibly hard worker and that there were very few people who could outwork me. But as one of the graduates that was so eager to pursue a career on Wall Street, I thought that I had all of the key and important ingredients to be successful. I had no idea that intellect, perseverance, and hard work had a few other components like fearlessness, relationships, the ability to manage change, and managing perceptions that were also key to maximizing my success equation. I also had a very naive view of leadership and what truly powerful, impactful, influential leadership really meant. So this morning, I want to spend a few minutes passing along to you a few things that I have learned about powerful, impactful, influential leadership. A few of what I like to call pearls. Pearls from my book, Strategize to Win and Expect to Win. And in my mind, when I have reflected on what I think essential ingredients of powerful leadership are, I have decided that I can define them by using the word leader as an acronym. The L stands for leverage. Great leaders understand that they will never have a monopoly on intelligence. So they understand that in order to be the best, they must leverage the people around them. Leverage other people's intellect, leverage other people's experience, and leverage other people's relationships if you want to get to the best solutions as a leader. If you are to be a powerful leader, then you must create an environment where your team feels that you appreciate and expect their best contributions and that their contributions are as valuable as your own. If you ascribe to the my way or the highway type leadership, you will never get the best from those who are working with you, and your leadership runway will be shortened. Great leaders also understand that they must leverage change. As an effective leader, you must be at the forefront of change. You must embrace it, understand it, and in fact, create it. You must be innovative. In the world we live in, a product cycle of most products is at most 2 years. Consider innovations in cell phones, iPods, disc players, DVDs, microwaves, software, computer hardware. 2 years, tops. The only things that have staying power are brands, not products. If you want to be an effective leader, you must have a high degree of comfort with change, and in fact, you must force it. Remember, change is inevitable. Growth is good. Being competitive as a company or an individual in the 21st century is about being willing and able to change and change quickly. Innovating change will drive market share. It will drive profitability and ultimately personal success. While the change you forge may not be sustainable, or it may not even be the best to come to the market, but if it is first to market, you will be able to create a value premium in the short run, which you can build upon, and that goes for the personal or the product. Sure, every organization has its culture, but the beauty of graduating when you are in this day is that the world is looking for the new. A new way of accomplishing old goals and a new way of finding out how to set new goals. The beauty of living in the right here and the right now is that everything is shifting under our feet. Our national and global economy, our political landscape, the way we communicate, how we conduct our personal business, and how we conduct our professional environments. Just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. 12 years ago, Facebook did not exist. And now it is a $300 billion plus company. 12 years ago, you didn't own a smartphone. You didn't have the ability to create and follow directions from a mobile phone. When I sat in your seat, GPS was just for satellites. And only applied in government settings, not in our personal cars and phones. The E in leader stands for efficient processes. An effective leader always has a strategy and an objective. The strategy must be clear, well articulated, and it contains three essential elements: the what, the why, and the how. And it must be flexible enough to allow input from all of the relevant participants. A good leader does not give directives. A good leader will describe the objectives, but invite active input from everyone who will be directly involved in the process and responsible for the outcome. By inviting everyone to participate, you create a sense of individual ownership and therefore accountability for the project's or the goal's success or failure. Your job as a leader is to align around the goal and then empower people to lead in their own way to a successful outcome. As the leader, your job is to keep the team, the division, the company squarely focused on the goals. It is your job to define what success looks like. The people working with you should never be confused about what doing an outstanding job for you really looks like. Remember that while change is inevitable, ambiguity is a management choice. If your team is not clear, they will not deliver maximum productivity and stellar outcomes. An effective leader will reiterate the goals over and over and over so that the team is not distracted by other challenges and crises that will arise. If you look at the companies and the teams that outperform expectation, the leader is always giving the messages over and over and over about focus. WNBA, NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, you pick it. It's always about focus. The A stands for authenticity. In order to be an effective leader, you must be your authentic self. In my first book, Expect to Win, authenticity is the first chapter. In it, I write that you are your own competitive advantage. Nobody can be you the way that you can be you. And anytime you attempt to speak or behave in a way that is inauthentic to who you really are, you will create a competitive disadvantage for yourself. If you want to grow as a powerful, impactful, influential leader, you must choose an environment where you can bring the real you to the table, because that is the environment and the seat where you will have long-term success. Now, in order to be authentic, you must know who you are. If you're going to be long-term effective in motivating and guiding and leading other people, if you want to be an effective leader, you must be very clear on your strengths and your weaknesses in order to understand your unique competitive edge. You should be able to answer the question, why should other people follow me? You have to know your own good, bad, and ugly so that you can continue to enhance the good, improve the bad, and eliminate the ugly. As a powerful leader, you must be willing to hire others who may be smarter than you. You must be able to give them enough leeway so that they can apply their expertise and empower them to lead, so they can teach, expand, and improve your business. The most important thing about being an authentic leader is that you will then inspire other people to bring their authentic selves to the table. And whenever anyone is in an environment where they can be who they really are, they will always outperform. Be wary, graduates, of losing who you are. No organization or situation can change who you really are unless you let it. And you should only let it when it changes you for the better, when it adds and expands who you really are, as this Columbia College experience has done for you. When you lose who you are, or if you are not courageous enough to be who you are, then you will lose your edge, your competitive advantage, your passion, your drive, your ability to perform at your highest capacity, and therefore your ability to lead effectively. If you can be your authentic self, then you will always have a competitive advantage. The D stands for being decisive. As smart people, our inclination is to study, weigh the risks, study, weigh the risks, study, weigh the risks, analyze, analyze, analyze. And sometimes we analyze so much that we don't want to move or become afraid to move, because you have now identified as many pros as cons on the page, and you become paralyzed. Great leaders are decisive. They act. They mobilize to action. They study the risks. They solicit opinions, but at the end of the day, they decide to act. They make decisions. They move the ball forward in the scheme of executing strategic plans. If you are going to be a great leader in the 21st century, you have to be willing to act, and you have to be willing to make tough decisions. No one will follow someone who they think is indecisive. I had the privilege of hearing Meg Whitman speak a few years ago while she was still CEO of eBay, and she said something that really stuck with me, and that was the price of inaction is worse than the cost of making a mistake. Mistakes happen. That is a fact of life. However, the point is never about making a mistake. There's nothing special in making a mistake. Everybody does it. But what's special is how you recover. The Dr. Benjamin Mays said, a stumble does not have to be a fall. And as I like to say, when you make a mistake, take the blessing of the lesson and move on. Don't carry the baggage. Don't carry the baggage of having made the mistake. Embrace the valuable lesson that you received from that experience. In fact, what I'm really telling you today is that in order to maximize your success, you must be willing to make a mistake. You must be willing to fail. You cannot, you must not encounter life by trying to avoid making a mistake. Avoid taking risks. In fact, if you consider yourself a leader in the 21st century, you must be comfortable taking risks. You must be comfortable taking risks. You must be willing to stretch yourself, to go into the unknown, to take on a new challenge when the outcome is not clear. Great leaders are great because they take risks, professional risks, capital risks, and even personal risks. You have to be willing to let go of the known in order to get to the prize that is sitting in the unknown. Or said differently, remember that you cannot get to second base with your foot still on first base. When making a choice, go for the one that will challenge you the most. Always reach outside of your comfort zone. Dare to try something new. Forge new territory. The worst that can happen if you take a risk is that you fail. But guess what? Failure always brings you a gift. And that gift is called experience. Now you know how to do it better. Now you know how to do it differently. Now you know how to do it successfully. At the margin, it is always worth taking the risk. And in general, the only thing that stops us from taking risks is that we're scared. We're just scared. It's fear. And hear me clearly, graduates, fear has no place in your success equation. Can I hear you say it? Fear has no place in my success equation. Anytime you approach anything in your life from a position of fear, personally or professionally, you will always underpenetrate that opportunity. Remember, you have a track record of successfully taking risks, of going into the unknown. Just think back 4 or 5 years ago. You had no idea of what lay before you. You didn't know what your Columbia College experience would look like. But here you are now, 4 years later. You have shaped an incredible experience of decisions and indecisions, of actions and of things that you wish you had done. Nevertheless, you have crafted an experience when 4 years ago, all that was before you was a risk, an unknown future, and you got through it successfully. As a 21st century leader, you cannot afford inertia. Every day, strong leaders ask themselves, how can I make it bigger? How can I do it better? How can I motivate my team? What are the risks? The second E stands for engage. Engage in service. To truly lead is to serve. Serve your customers, serve your employees, serve your community, serve your family. To lead is to be of service to some constituency. When you commit yourself to serving, to improving that which is, you are leading. I don't have to tell you much about this one because you are Columbia College graduates and that is what you are all about. In my mind, a powerful, authentic leader always seeks a way to do for others. I have learned that in order to grow your power, you must in fact give it away. Use your intellect and influence on someone else's behalf. When you extend who you are and empower someone to be their best selves, then you are creating a multiplier effect in your life. That is how you get your life from success to significance. And then finally, the R is about resilience. Graduates, what I did not know in 1984 when I sat in your seat was how important resilience would be to my own endurance and my own success. What a key ingredient it is to powerful, impactful, influential leadership. There are things that will come your way, and some may seem that they are insurmountable. But remember, graduates, you can always recover if you want to recover. It is within your power. Things may look different. They may even be factually different, but you can recover. And if you are to be a great leader, you must always look for and activate your resilience. Life is a long journey, and you get to your lessons when you are ready for them. And you get to your successes when you are ready for them. And you get to those things that are ugly but come to teach you very valuable lessons. So remember, if you don't push through the problem, you will never get to the prize. Dr. Dennis Charney, Dean of the Mount Sinai Medical School in New York City, and a world expert in neurobiology and the treatment of mood and anxiety disorders, has done some outstanding work on resilience and what makes people resilient. In fact, he asserts in his work that resilience can be taught. It is not something that you have to be born with. He writes in his resilience prescription that all you need are things such as positive attitude, cognitive flexibility, a personal moral compass, the ability to face fears, a resilient role model, active coping skills, a strong supportive network, physical well-being, and strengthening your resilience muscles. Graduates, what an amazing job you have done to get to this point. I would submit to you that based on this report card, you have everything that it takes to be a powerful, impactful, influential leader. My job today was to give you one woman's view of how all the pieces fit together to create powerful, authentic leadership, using the knowledge that I have acquired since I sat in your seat a few decades ago. Remember that nothing happens in the absence of meaning. Nothing happens as a standalone incident. It either means something in its essence right then, or it is a setup, a preparation for your success and your experience down the road. Each of you has at least 3 things to offer this world as a servant leader. You have your time, your talent, and your treasure. At different points in your life, you will have more of one than the other. But the requirement and the expectation is that if you choose the leadership seat, if you want to optimize your success, if you want to maximize your power, you must use these 3 gifts in pursuit of helping others. One note of caution: of these 3, your time, your talent, and your treasure, the most precious is your time, because it is the only one that is finite. You can acquire more talents. You can earn more money. You can grow your treasure, but you will never get more time. So spend your time wisely. Spend it doing things that will give you the biggest return on your invested time. The return of joy, the return of happiness, the return of satisfaction that you have done something that has positively impacted someone else's life. Class of 2016, own your power. You earned this seat and you made it. Own everything about yourself. Own the fact that you are a unique individual who creates his or her own competitive advantage wherever you go. No one can be you the way that you can be you. So bring your best self to the table in all situations. Understand your greatness. Never doubt yourself, or don't ever pick up somebody else's baggage about who you are or what you can or cannot do. If you ever wonder whether or not you can do a new thing, trust your data. Your data says that you are a winner. If you did it before, if you did it this time, you can do it again. In your view of yourself, you must know that every class that you have had, every experience that you've had, has uniquely informed your ability to be extraordinarily successful. Class of 2016, expect to have an extraordinary life. Expect and strategize to win, and you will. I congratulate you, I applaud you, and I thank you. Well done.
Is not Miss Harris amazing? Let's give her another round of applause. Now you know why we love to have her at Columbia College every chance we get. Columbia College graduates, class of 2016, it is with great joy and admiration that I welcome you to the rest of your new life. 4 years ago, we entered the gates of Columbia College together. I entered with you, and we were destined to become part of a legacy spanning more than 160 years. Together, the traditions became our traditions. The stories became our stories. And we became all that Columbia College is, past, present, and future. We embraced our dreams and began a new journey that challenged us to be never anything less than amazing and never shy away from overachievement. Together, we learned our way around the campus from Willow Gray to Cottingham. We walked the campus determined to find our way, even though we could have used some help in those first couple of days. We learned how to be fun and fierce and moodiable, and about the importance of Circes. We lit our candles together and sang Christmas songs during our tree lighting in December, and we cherished your junior ring ceremony. These are just some of the traditions that will remain part of our Columbia College experience that we have shared forever. I remember always cheering for you on the courts and playing fields where the Fighting Koalas became national champions of character 2 years in a row. Thank you. And I will always treasure applauding you and being there to experience your musical, dance, dramatic performances, learning about your research, which is incredible, and your many academic awards, and witnessing you in action serving our community. And who could ever forget Follies and your 4 straight years of Follies victories? Your team spirit and theatrical skills are now legendary. Thank you for your patience when we see each other on the campus, and I'd ask you for the 3rd time, or maybe more, to remind me of your name. Because, okay, maybe it was more than 3 times, a lot more than 3 times. I'm sorry, but I truly wanted to know you personally as that unique and amazing individual that you are. And so did Cinnamon. Columbia College is an institution of innovative learning. For nearly 5 decades, We have created ways for busy working professionals to complete their college degree. And graduating today are our Columbia College women and men who balance their jobs and family priorities to attend evening campus school in the evenings on our campus, or through our online programs virtually, or at our extended campuses on one of our 8 community college partner sites. I thank you and congratulate all of you for your commitment and what you have all contributed to be part of the legacy of Columbia College. On this very special day, we also want to give our heartfelt appreciation to our students who protect and serve all of us. In October, many professionals in our criminal justice and emergency management programs put their studies on hold while keeping our communities safe, performing rescues, and aiding in the recovery from the historic floods we experienced in October. Many of them are, among all of those, is one of our own, our Columbia College Captain Wayne Jameson, who is graduating today in criminal justice. So, Captain, I think you should go on to law school. He's already looking like a judge to me. No matter what path each of you choose as you go forward, I know that this class of 2016 will make a positive difference in the world and in the lives of so many other people that you will touch, because you have made an indelible imprint at Columbia College and on me. I know the faculty and staff who have guided your growth are elated with what you have accomplished, and we share great optimism for the role you will play in shaping our society. Since our founding by the United Methodist Church, Columbia College has been transforming the lives of students by inspiring them to become influential leaders, like Ms. Harris said, from the boardrooms to the courtrooms to the classrooms and to global communities. You have been educated and prepared for leadership that you are destined to have. Class of 2016, an important part of being successful in life is using your accumulated skills and talents to bring hope to other people. Inspire good works and charitable service by your example. Graduates, thank you for your class gift to the campus of a beautiful swing. It will be a lasting, wonderful feature and start new friendships on our campus. Each of you will always be part of our Columbia College family. We are over 12,000 strong. We look forward to following your future, and I hope you will keep us in your future as well. Just as in this exciting time in your life, it's an exciting time at Columbia College. We're evolving and transforming and growing with new majors, new degrees, new initiatives, all to foster the next generation of leaders. Strong-minded, purposeful individuals like you who will think critically, communicate eloquently, and work ambitiously. You came here with unimaginable ideas for your life, and now you have the academic preparation, the practical knowledge, and the real-world experience to bring all those ideas to life. We started together. I am so proud of you that you are graduating. I'm being held back, and I'm really glad about that too. So members of Columbia College, class of 2016, we've put the world on notice because you are now on your way. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm DeAndra Butler, one of the class of 2016 senior class officers. It is with the most humbling but overjoyed spirit that I offer my congratulations to this great class, the class of 2016. Class, we've arrived at the very moment we have all dreamed about. 4 years ago, when we had received our acceptance letters, we couldn't envision that graduation day would come this soon. This day solidifies that we are walking in our destiny and we have arrived at our koala completion marker. It seems like yesterday we all arrived on campus with this anxious yet nervous energy. Do you remember how the ride onto campus seemed to slow down at each turn? I think it is because reality hit us that we were actually leaving home. I remember how grateful I felt when volunteers were waiting for us to help move our stuff in, and how I felt watching my parents pack up to leave. At first, I felt excited that I was somewhat grown, but a larger part of me trembled with fear because I couldn't imagine not coming home to what I've always known. But then it happened. Orientation, then the first day of class, and then we were juniors, and now today. Wow, graduation day. Can you believe it? In 4 years, we have made memories that will last a lifetime. Our Columbia College traditions have enhanced who we are as individuals and gave us experiences we wouldn't have received anywhere else. Now, I don't want to be one to brag, but my fondest memory, of course, and always will be that our class, the class of 2016, went undefeated the past 4 years in Louisville. Now, I think we should be named the Louisville champs, and our jerseys should all be retired. Class, we've experienced our personal and collective ups and downs during our educational excursion. Together, we have experienced the rigor of course loads and the school social life balance. We've made friends and we've lost friends, but through it all, we have captured the courage, commitment, confidence, and competence that became a part of who we are from day one. On behalf of the class of 2016, thank you to President Dinndorf for being our champion and nurturing our path. Thank you to the faculty, administration, and staff for always putting our needs first. Class, in just a short time, we will receive our degrees. We will receive the rite of passage to the rest of our lives. We will exit our beginning to forge ahead to our continuation. The past 4 years have prepared us to change the world, and I feel assured that this class will do it. Now, the class of 2015 had 96% of their members go into graduate school or the workforce after graduation, and we congratulate them. But I'm here to put them on notice that the class of 2016 will have a 100% placement rate. Because we're now on our way. Thank you.
Graduates, you are a part of an elite class of Columbia College students. You've contributed leadership, dedication, and integrity to the college, and your legacy will always be present as you leave her hallowed halls. As your representative to the Columbia College Alumni Association, I welcome you into the 5th oldest association of its kind in the country. And on this special day, I challenge you to begin planting seeds for the next generation of students, reminding them always of our rich heritage since the founding of the college in 1854. You have worked hard for your success here, and I hope Columbia College will always have a special place in your heart. To the graduates of the class of 2016, congratulations and welcome to our Alumni Association.
These students have satisfied all of our requirements for the degree. They've been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I present them to you now in order that you may confer upon them the bachelor's degree.
Because you have satisfied the requirements of the degree, have been recommended by the faculty, and have been approved by the Board of Trustees, by the authority vested in me in the state of South Carolina and the Board of Trustees of Columbia College, it's my pleasure to confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
For the Evening College Bachelor of Arts degree. William Cecil Aiken, Jr., with honors and abstention. Linda Tucker Benjamin. Anna Corinne Brock, cum laude. Desiree Adrienne Capers with honors. Wendell Felix Teruga. Beth Ann Daly Maddox, summa cum laude. Jana Thompson Daniel, in absentia. Wendy Shimabuku Early, with honors. Donald Orrin Evans, in absentia. Scotty Dean Evans, in absentia. Cynthia J. Falk. Jacqueline Tara Goss, with honors and absentia. Rafael Gonzalez Jr., with honors and absentia. Blake Ashton Hill, in absentia. Wendy R. Holmes. Holly Ann Hook. Kimberly Nielsen Horton, cum laude. Elisa Marie Jamerson, with honors and absentia. Wayne Keith Jameson I, with honors. Wendy Gail Jeffco, in absentia. Monica L. Johnson. Kari Louise John. Rebecca Ann Rutherford Tenner, with honors. Jennifer Mock Konarski, cum laude. Kizzy Fontaine Mabry, with honors. Zachary Mackenzie McMahon, with honors and abstention. Garland James Major, Jr., with honors. Rosa Tiara McGriff. Emily May Medlin, in abstention. Chastity Elise Melton, with honors in abstention. Allison Michelle Mims, with honors. Rachel Marie Nance. Karen Laverne Nesbitt. Bhavna R. Patel. Lauren Sanders Tate Hayden. Margaret Ann Pierce, with honors. Deborah Diana Pickett, in abstention. Cody Lynn Reagan. Corey and Twain Riley, in abstention. Jernell Sherwin Nixon Simmons. Michelle Horton Singleton, with honors. LaShonda Sherelle Smalls. William Joseph Tillinghast II, with honors and abstention. Michael Donald Usner. Juana Marie Mary Walters. Benjamin Dale Weatherford with honors and abstention. Randy Carter Wells with honors. Pandora Wilson, magna cum laude. Janet Artemisha Corley Wines. Courtney Renee Woods. Jamila Takora Adair Wright with honors and abstention. Nicole Ann Zickler. From the Women's College, Bachelor of Arts. Kanika Nicole Archie. Kirsten Nicole Baker. Malaya A. Barito, magna cum laude, cum emerita. Danielle Marie Blackwell. Jessica Jasmine Bonilla Garcia, magna cum laude. Madison Lott Brantley, magna cum laude. Casey Christiana Brown, cum laude. Raquel Nicole Brown. DeAndra Butler. Samantha Kathleen Cahill, magna cum laude. Julie Nicole Campbell, magna cum laude, cum laude. Diana Carter. Madison Page Cashman. Sarah Ruth Chaplain, Laird, summa cum laude, cum laude. Elizabeth Joy Char, magna cum laude, cum laude. Shavani Wako Chan. Cassandra Suzanne Clark, cum laude. Juliana Justine Ha, cum laude. Kayla May Coleman, magna cum laude. Brianna Leah Cook, cum laude. Alyssa Sarah Crundwell. Caitlin Alexandra Davis. Erin Mary Gideon. Melissa Sue Dixon. Ashley Brooke Graff Cassius. Haley Morgan Faruqi. Lavinia Jazz Faber. Brianna Michelle Gamble, cum laude. Meta Ashley Goss, cum laude, cum honore. Sequoia Deshay Gay. Jennifer Giles Castillo. Ingrid Grant Gilliard. Lovely Bria Brooks. Mary Chandler Hagan, luminary. Christina Irene Hall. Cultura Danielle Hall. Kinsley Michael Hall. Michelle Heath. Dina Lynn Henderson, cum laude. Rhiannon Crump Henderson. Heather Brianna Henson, in absentia. Tanisha Francis Hogan Hatch. Kelsey Ann Horn. Claudia Samantha Johnson. Jennifer Rebecca Johnson. Shatina Monet King. Alexandria Dolores Clark. Kayla Diane Lawson. Ashley Simone Lowe, an abstention. Joellen Marie Holly Lucia. Rochelle Nicole Lyon. Marissa Ann Marburger, summa cum laude. Bethany Deborah Martin, magna cum laude. Chloe Catherine Madison, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Mayorga Mayorga.
Chloe, look here.
¡Viva México! ¡Ya, muchachona!
Amaris Noel McDowell. Tommy Sierra Middleton. DeQuanda Labrell Moore Alton. Ivan Joel Diane Martin. Jaren Bristol Norton. Cassie Meredith Oliver. Prayal Batul Patel. Anna Yancy Perez. Daniel Ann Pettigrew. Diana Viola Ego Petit. Cum laude, cum laude. Amber Nicole Braxton. Catherine Deanne Reddy. Paige Ariana Riggins. Mary Elizabeth Brown, magna cum laude. Colleen Elizabeth Scott, magna cum laude, cum laude. Olivia Lauren Seeley. Courtney Sylvain Sellers. Samantha Lee Sproul. Brianne Amelia Sherry. Tardasha Tanise Simmons.
Get your life.
Aneda Vadessa Solis. Brianna Marion Spone. Brittany Davis Staples, cum laude. Brianna Summer Strickland. Stephanie Gale Cable, cum laude. Micah Elizabeth Tu, with honors. Jamie Lynn Thomas. Laura Brittany Thompson, with honors. Kayla Amelia Tillett. Charlotte Dorothea Turner, cum onere in absentia. Danielle Nicole Vargo, summa cum laude. Vinalina Estova Vatiga, magna cum laude, cum onere. Jessica Danielle Wagner, summa cum laude, cum onere. Sarah Catherine Weir. Sydney Wilson. Jessica Danielle Woodford, cum onere. For the Bachelor of Science degree, Elizabeth Kelly Court. Charis Nicole Delecki. Tabitha Nicole Fox. Amber Lee Gonzalez. Jasmine Epiphany Jones. Emily Caitlin Gary. Hayden Lane Riley. Sarah Elaine Smith. Suzette DeAndra Smith.
Class of 2016, congratulations. You will be missed, but know that you are beautiful, you are loved, you are blessed. So now go and be a blessing. May you take this knowledge that you have gained over the last few years and use it for the good of your communities. May you go and serve with compassion, kindness, wherever you may find yourself. And may you go and be the leader that you were trained to be and that you are, not just of tomorrow, but of today.